Good evening, everyone, and welcome to SHN Sports live coverage of Eastview High School football. I'm Kyle Owen, and alongside me is my color analyst, Roger Castillo. We welcome you back for another week of Friday football here in Georgetown, Texas, as we are now in the fifth week of District 11 5A play, as last week your Eastview Patriots fell to the Georgetown Eagles after putting up 13-0 and allowing Georgetown to score 31 points in a row, falling 13-0 as the visiting team for the Crosstown Showdown. This week, your Eastview Patriots are on the home side here at Birkelbach Field as they match up against the A&M Consolidated Tigers, who are 5-2 on the season, but more importantly, 3-1 in district play. They have wins over Cedar Park, Hendrickson, and Leander with a combined score of 138-19. Their only district loss came at the helm of the Georgetown Eagles, 10-14, nearly a month ago on September 22nd. Since then, this team has only allowed 19 points on defense total in the past 3 games, so a pretty good job by that Consol Tiger defense so far this season. As we continue our countdown to kickoff here at Birkelbach Field, we look back at the last week's game against Georgetown, some of the positives and negatives of the game, and we'll start off with the good. Obviously, last week you got off to a fast start, 13-0. The Eastview Patriots came out hot and showed Georgetown they have something to worry about. But the offense was able to get the ball moving down through the air on the ground and did a really good job against this Georgetown team. And then all of a sudden, you flip the script. After those 13 points, Georgetown scored 31 unanswered points to end up winning that game 31-13. And even with a halftime lead, the Eastview Patriots could not come away with a win. And you gotta look at that as the bad in that game. But what can they do to try to flip that script and start fast, finish fast, and beat this Consolidated Tiger team?
Well, as you mentioned last week, Kyle, Eastview started off very hot, and then all of a sudden in the third quarter, things just took a turn for the worse. You had an interception, and then you also had a fumble that led to Georgetown being able to come back into that game, and Eastview pretty much didn't have an answer after Georgetown went up about 21-13. And then the game pretty much got out of reach when it reached 28-13. What you want to start to see tonight is that you want to see the same thing that you saw the first half last week against Georgetown. Eastview started off really good, really hot. They actually mixed it up a little bit with a little bit of run, a little bit of pass. And you want to see that continue for all 4 quarters, not for just one half. The game is 4 quarters long, not just one half long.
And that is correct. So as we go and continue our countdown to kickoff, we just got our rosters in here, so great to see that. And we look at some of the top players from last week for Eastview. The Special Teams Player of the Week, your quarterback, Ty Blair, with a couple big punts there to pin the Georgetown defense back deep and allow the defense to work along field. And then on offense, your Offensive Player of the Week's Kareem Edwards and Joshua Claypool on the offensive line. And then for the Defense Player of the Week, Luis Castillo, and the Big Play of the Week, Grover Moore III. So a couple good guys from last week getting some recognition, as we are about 4 minutes from kickoff here, about to get things going for the National Anthem. We'll take a quick break, let y'all listen in for the National Anthem. Don't go anywhere. This is SHN Sports Eastview High School Football. Welcome back to Birkelbach Field as we move on to the coin toss rather than the National Anthem. Your captains for the night, number 55, Eunice Keeby for the Eastview Patriots, starting on the left side, and then number 1, TJ Duncan on the left middle, and then Ty Blair, number 16, on the right middle, and then Ethan Wesley for the defensive captain on the far right side, defensive lineman there, number 19 for the Eastview Patriots. The captains for the A&M Consolidated Tigers, number 2 to start things off, that is Will Hargett. The quarterback, number 6, Tyler Poling. Number 14, Miles Carter. and number 99, the big defensive lineman, junior Fokiti. So 4 good guys are on both sides of the ball, lining up to get the coin toss. We will have the decision here soon, the coin about to go in the air. And we look at this game and what Consolidated can do. They can spread the ball out pretty well. They've got 2 running backs that are pretty solid in Kayshawn Thomas as well as Roderick Taylor. These guys, they both run sub 4.5s, about 5'10", one 170, one 190, so one good speed back and a power back there for these for the Tigers. And then on the outside, 4 big wide receivers. Peyton York, he's a senior, 5'9", 170. He runs a 4.5. And then Cameron Vines, 5'10", 175, runs a 4.6. Colton Shemlar, he's also their kicker. A junior, 6'3", 180, runs a 4.6. And then the bigger guy on the end, Darius Roberts, number 88. He's 6'1", 175, runs a 4.6 as well. But that guy, he's only a sophomore. So listed 5 guys in the backfield that can make plays. And then, of course, the quarterback, 5'11", 170, runs a 4.4. Will Hargett. He will be getting the snaps tonight for the Texas A&M Consolidated, or the A&M Consolidated Tigers. So looking forward to it. And then on defense, big names. You heard Fokiti as the defensive tackle captain coming in. Jordan Lynch, the defensive tackle, number 11. Heath Hammer, number 13, the senior. And then Ethan Walton, the sophomore linebacker, number 26, will be out there in the backfield as well on defense for the Tigers. So as the colors come onto the field, we will start the national anthem. Don't go anywhere. This is Eastview High School football on SHN Sports.
Performing the national anthem tonight are Eastview High School senior choir members Torrance Curry and Sarah Owafadi. Thank you.
Back here at Birkelbach Field, the 12-minute clock is on, and we are ready to go. Roderick, you said you saw the coin toss. What's it looking like to start things off?
It looks like that Consolidated is going to start off with the ball they chose to receive for the second half, so we get to see this Eastview defense, and especially this Consolidated offense, go up against this Eastview Patriot defense for the first time to start off the game.
So looking for the good matchup. We mentioned how Consolidated likes to spread out the ball, and the Tigers do that well with 4 solid wide receivers as well as 2 solid running backs, and then their quarterback Hargett, who can run the ball, has a 4.4 40 speed, and this Eastview defense going to have their hands full. But we also know that the Eastview defense pretty solid, as you got Jacob Vasquez on the defensive line, Aiden Diacant, David Bonaparte, Ethan Wesley, Ty Temples all up there up front, Isaiah Davenport, Luis Castillo, Tayson Isawoko, Caden Childs, and Cash Trejo all playing in the linebacker position. And then you got in the DBs Grover Moore III, Ronnie Goldman III, Grady Dickerson, Felix Avila, Jordan Henderson, and Lord Ikso Punwu all rotating in the backfield. So good, solid Patriot defense as we know it. And as long as this offense can stay on the field and allow the defense to do their jobs, I think that this is going to be a good and competitive game throughout the whole game. And as long as the offense can continue to score and keep themselves in it, it should be a solid matchup. So here comes the kickoff from Asriel Denias. This one is up and deep as it'll bounce at the 5-yard line and roll out of bounds through the back of the end zone for a touchback. A&M Consolidated, the Tigers will start off from the 25 going south to north. That is left to right, or right to left for you guys watching on YouTube. And the Georgetown side of things going towards the red EV Patriots side of the field. So got to get things started off. We mentioned Kayshawn Thomas, big running back, along with Roderick Taylor there behind the back with Will Hargett, the quarterback for A&M Consolidated. So the first back in the backfield with Hargett is going to be Roderick Taylor, as we got 2 wide receiver formation up on top and 1 on the bottom. The bottom is Roberts, big 88, 6'1", 175, and already flag on the first play of the game, as it looks like Darius Roberts was offsides, lined up offsides, and a false start will be called against him.
Yeah, this is something that you want from Eastview, especially the Patriot defense. You want them to keep him in long situations, 1st and long, 2nd and long. That way it makes it harder on them to decide what they want to do on 3rd down.
So 2nd and 5 coming up, as the clock has not winded down any time yet. 3 wide receiver set up on the top of your screen. They're going to bounce this one out to the outside with Taylor. And in the backfield for Consolidated is Tyler Poling, the senior. Number 6 is the quarterback getting the start tonight, so was not listed on my pregame prep sheet, so have to make some adjustments there. But Tyler Poling, the starting quarterback for the Tigers tonight. Poling shotgun formation, 3 wide receivers set on the bottom of your screen. Going to hand this one off to Taylor. Taylor bounces out, reverse to Thomas. Thomas on the right side. He's going to try to cut up field, but on 2nd down, have a loss for about 4. 3rd down and long coming up, almost 3rd down and 20. That's where they'll mark it from the 15-yard line with 11:11 remaining on the clock and counting here with the tackle for loss.
And if you're Eastview, this is exactly how you want it. You want them to force him in 3rd and long situations, especially in a 3rd and 25, 3rd and 20. There's not a lot of plays you can draw up to possibly get a 1st down.
So shotgun formation once more for Poling. In the backfield with him is Taylor. 2 wide receivers, top and bottom of your screen. As they motion out Taylor on the right side, the left side. They're going to get this one off to Roberts, but incomplete pass. The sophomore could not be aggressive enough on the play. And it looks like Cash Trejo with the pass break up there in the middle of the field, right about the 25-yard line. So forcing a punt on their first time out is the Eastview defense. 3 and out coming up for A&M Consolidated, as like I mentioned, the wide receiver / kicker Colton Shemlar will punt this one away for the Consolidated Tigers.
Yeah, and if you're Eastview, it was a great read by the cornerback, just spying and looking at the quarterback's eyes and hitting that route as soon as he passed the ball for the pass breakup.
So this one, the punt takes a Consolidated bounce right about the 50-yard line. Will roll inside the 40 and be downed at the 38 by Caleb Pittman, as Eastview Patriots make their way onto the field for the first time. Ty Blair in this Patriot offense, as They'll start off the ball from the 36-yard line.
Very interested to see exactly what the coach's game plan is, knowing that, yes, you're doing a really good job at passing the ball this year, but as well, you never want to get away from the run game. Always make yourself two-dimensional and not one-dimensional.
So Ty Blair will start off with an empty set, a quad wide receiver set on the left side. He's going to dump this one out to TJ Duncan. He's going to catch the ball behind the line of scrimmage and lose 2 on the play down to the 34-yard line. 2nd down and 12 coming up for Ty Blair and the Patriot offense. Two wide receivers, top and bottom of the screen. Shotgun formation. Big block out of Isaiah Agnew. And this one, a pass interference on the intended receiver, TJ Duncan, as the defensive back for Consolidated, Michael Clark, is called for the penalty.
And that was an easy flag by the ref there. Just had his hands all over the Eastview receiver and gave him no chance and opportunity to catch the ball.
I mean, he was
Great
tackled
call.
when the ball was in the air, basically. So,
pretty much.
Kind of hard to not call that one. And a little ALCS update for you guys. Top of the 9th, Jose Altuve 3-run home run as the Rangers were leading at 4-2 prior. Now the Astros take a 5-4 lead. I'll give you an update if you were choosing to watch this instead of that.
And it's a spot foul, so, I mean, you get an extra 3 yards, but you get a fresh set of downs, so you got to look at the positive on that.
And you are correct. So, first down from the original line of scrimmage, 36-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 once more for the 2nd time in the drive. 10 minutes and counting as the ball is snapped. Ty Blair, shotgun, he'll step back to pass. I heard heard whistles. Play continued to go. There's a flag on the ground right at the 35-yard line. It must be false start. They decided to stop the play. I believe that's what they will call it. We'll see here as the referees give it to us. Offsides on the offense, as Eastview will have to back up now 5 yards on 1st down. So repeat 1st down, the 3rd time we've had a 1st down in, well, 2 plays. So 1st down and Blair and the Patriots. 9:52 when the clock, or where the clock will start for Ty Blair and Eastview Patriots. 2 wide receivers, bottom of the screen, 1 up top. Hand this one off. That is Agnew. He's going to cut up field, gets about a yard, maybe on the play. He'll be stuffed at the line of scrimmage, though, and he'll actually lose a yard down to the 30-yard line.
Pretty much didn't gain anything there. He tried to bounce it to the outside, but by then the defender already had him wrapped up. Whistled the play dead, and it looked like Consolidated thought they had a forced fumble for a touchdown. But Eastview lucky to be in 2nd and 15.
So Agnew stuffed at the line of scrimmage, doesn't lose a yard on the play, and gets back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down and 10, and
No, 2nd down and 15.
Or 2nd down and 15. And we got a stoppage of play here.
Like a sideline warning for Eastview. Coach is getting a little bit too close to the field.
As we'll go 2nd down and 15 now. 9:19 to go here in the 1st quarter. 31-yard line. 2nd and 15, Ty Blair. 3 wide receivers, top of the screen, 1 on the bottom. He's going to go out to the left side. He's got a wide receiver on the screen. He'll get up for a 2-yard gain to the wide receiver, Ryan Pullen. And that's the backup quarterback getting reps at wide receiver tonight, as he'll pick up 1 yard on 2nd, 3rd down, and 14 coming up.
Just a long developing play. I understand that they want to probably go for a screen pass, but that play took a little bit long, and the defenders had more than enough time to catch the receiver.
So motioning out Luke Martin to the left, to the right side. They're going to punt fake that way. In the ground goes Ty Blair as he gets rid of the ball. And that'll be an incomplete pass on 3rd down and longs. 4th down and long coming up, 4th and 14, as Eastview will have to punt the ball away. And both teams can't find a advance on a first down. Technically, Eastview finds a first down after the defensive pass interference play, but no yards and a negative 4-yard drive for the Eastview Patriots, as they will have to punt this one away with 8:29 to go in the first quarter. This one a short punt, but it takes an Eastview bounce. It rolls inside the 35 into the 30, down past the 25, and keeps rolling past the 20 to the 19 and a half or 18 and a half. They'll mark it down at the 19-yard line, so a good bounce on not a great punt. It only went about 17 yards or so from the line of scrimmage and was able to roll about 30 to the 19-yard line and pins Consolidated down deep into Eastview territory with 8:15 to go in the first quarter.
You got to be thankful for the way the ball rode, too, because as you mentioned earlier, it probably took about another extra 20, 30 yards. Instead of Consolidated starting near midfield, they're starting on the 19. So
8:15 on the clock when the play starts. Snap off. They're going to hand this one off to Taylor. Taylor will cut up field. He'll pick up about 3 or 4 on the play down to the 22-yard line. They'll give him 3 as the clock ticks past 8 minutes. Tyler Poling, the quarterback that started the game, is now on the sideline, and Will Hargett is on the field for A&M Consolidated. So back to the original starting quarterback, Hargett, shotgun formation. He motions over receiver as they'll dump it out to that receiver. That's Colton Shamler as he cuts up field, breaks a couple tackles. He's down to the 40, 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Tigers. So big play on second down after a run, just kind of gets this one into the flats as Colton Shamler was able to grab the ball with one hand, cut through the defense, finds his way after a couple broken tackles and open space from about the 40 to the end zone. And no one catching him there with the 4.6 speed, 6'3", 180 wide receiver all the way for an 80-yard touchdown.
That's just a good play design, bringing the receiver from one side of the field to the other, acting like if he was going to block, and that designed RPO that Consolidated just ran broke open. And you got to give credit, first of all, to a great play design, but also to the receivers who held their blocks for the Consolidated receiver just to pretty much have an open space all the way down into the end zone.
And the kick is up by Shimlar as he was able to catch the ball and run it down 80 yards and then find the PAT as well. So all 7 points for the Tigers belong to Colton himself, as the Eastview offense will make their way back out on the field after the kickoff. And I will assume Colton Shimlar will kick this ball off from the tee as well. So a multi-use player for the Tigers showing out today so far. 7-0, 7:28 remaining. We'll take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. This is Eastview Patriots football on SHN Sports. Back at Birkelbach Field here with 7:28 remaining in the first quarter. Colton Shimlar, the kicker, wide receiver combo for the A&M Consolidated Tigers with about a 79-yard catch and run for a touchdown, as he caught it in the backfield with one hand and ran up the field for the long touchdown run, split some defenders on the way there and had the open space from the 40-yard line. He'll kick this one, kind of a pooch kick to the 15-yard line, takes a Consol bounce, and they have the ball inside the 20-yard line. And what a way to swing the momentum, continue to swing the momentum your way if you're the Tigers. The Eastview Patriots defense will have to come out on the field, and they will have terrible field position in their stance from the 20-yard line, as Consolidated just gets lucky on the bounce and falls into one of the Tigers' hands. And Eastview has a challenge at their backs. Only 20 yards away from the end zone is Consol.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what happened there on miscommunication between the middle of the field and the backers in the back, not knowing who was going to get the ball.
So 1st and 10 as they'll hand this one off. No, keep it himself is Hargett. He'll bust out to the outside. There's that 4-4 speed into the end zone for a touchdown, 20 yards out. And it is now 13-0. A&M Consolidated leads Eastview Patriots at 7:20 remaining in the first quarter.
Just a great play design, just really reading the eyes of the defensive lineman, the D-end, and as soon as the D-end crashed on the running back, he just knew to hold it in. And like you mentioned, Kyle, that 4-4 speed can really do some damage in the open field.
And that it did. Read the defensive lineman perfectly on the read option play, busted it out to the outside, split the defenders, was able to waltz in the end zone untouched from 20 yards out on the first play of the drive, only knocking off about 9 seconds as a flag is thrown for the play, and it looks like an offensive penalty as it'll be a false start on the Tigers, and Shimlar will have to reattempt the kick, this time from 5 yards back. And he's got the leg. He was able to get it almost over the locker room area on the north side of the end zone. As Shimlar will take the extra point up and good.
Point after try is up, and it's good.
And
Consolidated on board with
Consolidated up 14-0 now. We'll take a moment to mention our game sponsors of the 2023 season: Charles Schwab, the Eric Johnson office in Georgetown; Ideal Signs; Kaya, First Choice Roofing; Trueform Metal Service; American Fence and Supply; Lone Star Paving; Sonic, Austin Avenue location in Georgetown; Hydrate; HTO in Georgetown; Golden Chicken Georgetown; and Texas Crushed Stone. So those are our 2023 sponsors of the season. Thank you for providing the opportunity to have us here, and SHN Sports giving you the broadcast of Eastview High School football all season long. 7:20 on the clock here in the first quarter. A&M Consolidated leads it 14-0. And back deep to receive, TJ Duncan for the Eastview Patriots. And Shimlar, as I just heard it be pronounced, will have the kickoff for Consolidated. And it looks like that pooch kick was designed because he got that one deep out of the end zone for a touchback. And Eastview will start it 25-0. And you go back to that pooch kick that Shimlar was able to get and allow their offense to start at the 20-yard line, and can only imagine how that was designed. I mean, Shimlar, he obviously has a pretty good leg. He's kicked it really well on the extra points, and we just saw that one go well out of the back of the end zone. So he has control on those kicks as well. I'm sure that was a design play for Consolidated to get the ball deep in their own territory. So 1st and 10, though, for the Eastview Patriots. Ty Blair, shotgun formation. He looks to the right, looks to the left, and an incomplete pass in the backfield as a lot of pressure collapses his pocket. 2nd down and 10 coming up for the Eastview Patriots.
And it was a good play design. It's just that he had all the pressure coming towards him, so he didn't have a lot of time to throw the ball. By the time he got rid of the ball, the defender put his hand up, didn't give the receiver never really had a chance.
2nd and 10, Ty Blair, shotgun. He'll step back to pass. Gets this one off. Looks like Luke Martin. He'll shove his way up the field for about a 4-yard gain, and they're going to mark him down at the 29-yard line. Gives him 4. 3rd down and 6 coming up for the Patriots. Mentioned giving you an update for the ACS. This one, though, as Ty Blair gets it off deep in, that was Luke Martin for a catch and a 1st down for the Patriots. Down around midfield as they get this one to the 47-yard line. 1st down and 10. And Houston strikes out Evan Carter to end the game 5-4. They'll head back to Minute Maid Park for game 6 of the series. 3-2 as Houston leads it. This one handed off to Isaiah Agnott, and he'll lose 2 yards or a yard on the play on first down. 2nd and 11 coming up. 6 minutes, 25 seconds and counting remaining in the first quarter.
Going back to that third down pass, it was a great pass and even better catch by Luke Martin to stay in bounds. And you could tell he wanted to keep going, but his balance took him out of bounds. Nonetheless, Eastview finally starting to move the ball a little bit. You're hoping to see some of this positive yardage continue tonight.
Ty Blair lets his offensive know what the play is going to be. He has a lot of pressure and sack to let's go with the ball, and it's a big sack there for A&M Consolidated as Ethan Walton, the big linebacker, comes up with the potential sack. They're going to Ty Blair making his case for letting the ball go, but it looks like they're going to call him down at the 33-yard line, which would bring up about a 3rd and 22. They're actually going to give him an intentional grounding from the 20 or the 31-yard line. So that's a spot foul. They'll give it from the 31. So a 26-yard first down on 3rd. So 3rd and 26 coming up. Line to gain is the opposite 43. Ty Blair shotgun. He's going to look to the right. Pump fakes on that side. Agnott will drop the ball in the backfield as the ball rolls out of bounds. An incomplete pass on 3rd down. 4th down and long now. 4th and 26 coming up for the Patriots, and they're going to have to punt this ball away. Adriel Denias back to punt this one for the Patriots from the 31-yard line with 5:33 remaining in the first quarter.
And on that 3rd down, second down, excuse me, whenever we had the intention, each had the intentional grounding play, pretty much nowhere to go, and the defender was right in front of him, and so he had nowhere to go, and that's why Eastview had a.
This one caught at the 40-yard line by Trace Meadows. He bounces around, bounces to the left side. He gets upfield, has some room to run inside the 40, past midfield, down to the 30. Big block by the defender inside the 10. Touchdown, Consolidated. Big block by DJ Darnell to be the big cause for the touchdown on the play. And Consol now with a 20-0 lead with 5:11 to go. And the defense didn't have to see the field. The offense will come right back out after Consol tries the PAT and kicks the ball back off to the Patriots.
You got to give it up for Consolidated right now. Everything is clicking for them on all cylinders. We're barely the first quarter of tonight's game, and they're already up 3 scores. Everything is clicking for them. Eastview just desperately trying to search for something right now.
Every phase of the game, offense, defense, kickoff, punt returns, every single piece of the team is working and firing on all cylinders. They are, as the wide receiver / kicker, Colton Shimlar gets one up and good, 21-0, as we are almost 7 minutes into the game, 5:11 remaining in the first quarter. We'll take a quick break. This is Eastview Patriots football on SHN Sports. So the wide receiver kicker combo for A&M Consolidated Tigers, Colton Shimlar will kick this one away from the 40-yard line. Back to receive is TJ Duncan, as this one is kicked into the end zone, falls around the tee and rolls out the back of the end zone for a touchdown or touchback. And Eastview Ty Blair and the Patriots will start from the 25-yard line. First down and 10 with 5:11 remaining in the first quarter.
Yeah, for Eastview, you want to obviously get some positive yards on this drive, kind of take some time off of the clock, knowing that we've only been about 6.5 minutes off the clock in the first quarter, and you're already down 3 scores. You want to kind of play the long game and take some time off of this clock as you move the ball down the field.
So from the 25-yard line, first down and 10, Ty Blair and the Patriots offense. 3 wide receivers set on the bottom of your screen, 1 up top. And as Ty Blair takes this one himself, he'll play running back runner as he gets upfield for a 10-yard gain, enough for a first down, and he'll keep churning his feet, but that's where they'll mark him down at the 35 as Ty Blair picks up first down, and only the second first down of the game by yardage as the Patriots have first down and 10 from the 35. 4:50 remaining here in the first quarter. Ty Blair, shotgun formation once more. He'll look to his right, takes this one, and intended receiver Luke Martin just not there. As Ty Blair throws this one incomplete around the 40-yard line. Second down and 10 coming up for the Patriots.
Just looking for a slant right there, and the defender read it the whole way, pretty much blocked the receiver from having a chance to get that ball.
So Seth Dimmel at the top of your screen, and then number 10, Ryan Pullen on the hashes on the top side of the screen as well. Down at the bottom, Luke Martin and Ty Blair. Luke Martin motions over inside the tackles. They'll take this one, Ty Blair. He'll motion out, bootleg it to the left side. Steps up on the right side. He'll take it himself. Past the line of scrimmage. Gets up about 4-yard gain. They will only give him 3 as he steps out at the 38-yard line. Third down and 7 coming up with 4.5 minutes remaining. The clock stopped in the first quarter with the run out of bounds. A&M Consolidated up 21-0. Eastview looking for their first points of the game. Ty Blair, shotgun formation. 2 wide receivers, top and bottom. Here goes Luke Martin back on the left side of the offensive lineman. They're going to hand this one off to Agant. And they will pick up about 1. They won't give them anything. Back to the original line of scrimmage of the 38-yard line. 4th down and 7 coming up with 4 minutes remaining as the snap will be. Clock will start when the snap is snapped. 3:57 and counting. Here we go. Ty Blair, shotgun. He'll look to the right, looks over. He gets TJ Duncan down the field and gives up on the ball as it falls incomplete between the sidelines and TJ Duncan past midfield. That'll be a turnover on downs on the 4th down play from the 39.
And it looked like if Blair and Duncan weren't on the same page, Duncan looked like if he was wide open, but I think Blair wanted him to do an out route. Nonetheless, Eastview giving up good field position to Consolidated, already down 3 scores. This is something that you didn't want it to avoid at all costs.
So first down and 10 for the Consolidated Tigers from the 39-yard line. The defense with their backs to the end zone for the second time in the game. Last time was from the 20 as his quarterback for Consolidated, Hargett, gets sacked on the play. Will Hargett not able to escape on that one, and the Eastview Patriots get a 9-yard sack on the play as 2nd and 19 comes up and the clock ticks beneath 3.5 minutes here in the first quarter.
We have still 3 more quarters to go. There's still plenty to play for, and this is exactly what you want. You want a negative play on first down, forcing Consolidated to change up what they want to do here on second down.
For second down and long here for the Tigers. Hargett, he'll get this one. It looks like it was deflected by a defensive lineman as it falls short around the 40-yard line. It was tipped at the line of scrimmage, and the clock stops at 2:58. And close to at least Luis Castillo. He almost had an opportunity to get underneath the ball and intercept it, which would have been huge for the offense and the defense as well. Third down and 19 as Hargett dumps this one off to Taylor, and right at the line of scrimmage is stuffed, but there's a flag out. And in on the tackle for the Patriots, Jaden Smith, as well as Tayson Ijawoko.
Looks like Consolidated saying it's probably a face mask. And they
It
are
is
correct.
a face mask, so a 15-yard penalty.
15-yard. Automatic. First down.
Wouldn't be a first down without the automatic first down, but it is an automatic first down, and it'll be a first down and 10 from the 31-yard line. 2:46 on the clock here in the first quarter. As Consolidated catches a break and extends their drive. First down and 10 for Hargett and the Tiger offense. They're going to hand this one off to Taylor. Taylor up the middle. He'll pick up about 4 or 5 on the play. They'll mark him down at the 26, so they'll give him 5. Second down and 5 coming up. As the clock now underneath 2.5 minutes, and a timeout is called. As there's a player down on the field, that's a official's timeout. The player down on the field for the Consolidated Tigers is Braylon Ray. He gets up and ends up having to sit back down. 2:25 on the clock. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to SHN Sports Eastview High School Football. Welcome back here to Birkelbach Field. We have 2:25 remaining in the first quarter. Second down and 5 coming up for the Consolidated Tigers. Will Hargett in the backfield as they motion over the wide receiver, Ellis Myers. He'll get it on the jet sweep, cut up field, past the first down marker into the 15, and down around the 12. First down and 10 coming up for Consolidated and the Tigers, as the clock stops at 2:07 and move the chains. And a good play there by the Tigers to get the jet sweep on the wide receiver play, as Ellis Myers cuts up field for the first down. This one handed off up the middle of the field from Johnson, as they will pick up 1 on first down. Second and 9 coming from the 11-yard line as the clock ticks underneath a minute and a half remaining in the first quarter. So from the 11-yard line, Consolidated tries to figure out the play they want. Whole team checking the sidelines as head coach Brandon Schmidt gives them the play. 3 wide receivers bottom of your screen, 1 up top. Hargett in the backfield with Johnson. They're going to hand this one off. Johnson up the middle. He'll stumble his way inside the 5, and they'll mark him down right at the 5. As Dakota Johnson, the senior running back, picks up a couple and marked down at the 6-yard line. So only really about 3 yards on the play. Third down and 4 coming up, or third down and 4 coming up for the Tigers. 40 seconds remaining here in the quarter. here comes that third down play. 3rd and 4. Handoff up the middle for a first down inside the 2-yard line, and enough for one as they mark them at the 2 for the first down. So 1st and goal coming up for Consolidated, and it looks like they'll probably run out the clock and flip the field. And that is the end of the first quarter. So the running back on that play, Trace Meadows, picks up the first down as it goes into the second quarter. We'll take a quick break as we flip the field. The whole other side of the field, they'll line it up at the 2-yard line, 1st down and goal. Texas A&M Consolidated as they lead this one 21-0, headed into the second quarter. Don't go anywhere. This is Eastview High School football on SHN Sports. So back out at Birkelbach Field as the Consolidated offense starts off with a 1st and goal here in the second quarter. 12 minutes to go as it starts from the 2-yard line. Eastview defense going to try to hold them out as the big 99 defensive tackle gets the handoff, and he's going to try to push his way into the end zone, but he'll be stuffed at the 1-yard line as Vakapuna Folketti will try to push his way through. That's a big boy right there as he runs off the field back to the sideline, and a good attempt there, and an interesting package, kind of like the J.J. Watt package.
Yeah, you see a little bit of that package in some college game as well. I was surprised they actually gave him the ball, knowing that he could possibly block and maybe have his running back waltz into the end zone. Nonetheless, 2nd and goal.
Tried to use those big legs to turn him in as Meadows waltzes his way into the end zone, untouched for a touchdown. 11 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the second quarter. 27-0. A&M Consolidated leads this one at Birkelbach Field. And the kicker Colton Shamlar will try to put this one through the uprights for the extra point, making it a 4-touchdown game, 28-0. Here early in Georgetown, Texas. Kick is up and good as Consolidated takes a 28-0 lead. And the Eastview offense will see the field again for hopefully the 3rd time in the game, as they have 11:10 remaining in the second quarter. As we wait for the kickoff, we'll take a quick break. This is Eastview High School football on SHN Sports. Back out to kick the ball for A&M Consolidated, Colton Shamlar, as Consolidated lines up 2 deep 6 or 5 times behind the kicker. The fronts on their knees, the backs behind the 35-yard line.
I'll be honest with you, Kai, I've never seen a formation like this on a kickoff.
That is something similar. Everybody on the front end in a three-point stance, track stance, as everybody else comes in behind. This one kicked off, and TJ Duncan and the Eastview Patriots will watch this one sail out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 coming up for Ty Blair in the offense from the 25-yard line with 11 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the second quarter. Here at Birkelbach Field as they trail it by 4 touchdowns, the Eastview offense trying to find some points, trying to get past midfield for the first time in the game as well.
If you're Eastview, you want to stick to something simple, something that can get you a good chunk of yardage, just to try to cut into this lead somehow early in the second quarter.
1st down and 10, Ty Blair in the offense. They're going to motion out Agnew to the right side. They're going to try to get this one off to Ryan Pullen, but incomplete pass from Ty Blair as brings up a 2nd and 10 now as 4 seconds tick off the clock. 11 minutes, 6 seconds to go here in the second. Shotgun formation once more. Trips on the top of your screen. One wide receiver on the bottom as Ty Blair gets pressure, and he's sacked inside the 15-yard line, and a loss of 11 yards on the play. They'll give him a loss of 12. And it brings up 3rd and 22 for the Eastview Patriots. Consolidated defense doing a really good job today of putting pressure on Ty Blair and not allowing him to really have any time to make a read and find an open receiver. He gets the opportunity to look at one guy, kind of makes that pump fake, and the next thing he knows, he turns around and all over him are the Tiger defense. They hold 4 guys on the left side and 2 on the right. Interesting formation on defense as well, pressuring on the right side, and there comes another one in the backfield. Ty Blair's trying to slip away, gets the ball out, gets it to TJ Duncan, picks up about 6 or 7 on the play. If they'll call it a catch from the 20-yard line, and that's what they'll do. But it'll bring up a 4th and 15 for the Patriot offense with 10-11 remaining in the second quarter from the 20.
And as you mentioned earlier, Kyle, it's just Eastview, the offensive line has had no answer for Consolidated in their defensive line. The coach for Consolidated really confusing the protection for Eastview, and they really haven't had an answer all night.
William Robertson, the defensive coordinator for A&M Consolidated, is this one from Adriel Denias, is punted around midfield and caught on a dive by Trace Meadows at the 45-yard line. It'll be 1st down and 10 on the Patriots side of the field. So another short field for Consolidated with 10 minutes and 3 seconds remaining in the second quarter. 28-0, a 4-touchdown lead for the Tigers and Consol. So here comes the offense once more. Back out onto the field is Will Hargett, as the wide receiver on the bottom of your screen, number 0, Thomas, will motion over for the jet sweep. They'll hand it off to him. He cuts up field, past the 40, past the 35, and a nice stiff arm past the 35 or the 30-yard line, inside the 30 to around the 28, and a 1st down and 10 for Consol, as the defensive back, Jordan Henderson, takes him out of bounds and holds him there at the 28. 1st down and 10 for the Tigers with 9:53 remaining in the first half. Another motion over for Thomas, another jet sweep. No, Hargett will keep it himself. He'll cut up the field and waltz right in the end zone untouched. Everybody was cueing Thomas on the play, and then I look back up, and Will Hargett has green space to run inside the 10-yard line. And that's another touchdown, 34-0. Consol leads this one with 9:44 remaining in the second quarter.
And that's something you have to watch out for, especially on the run option, is that he has the option to hand it off or keep it. And as soon as he saw everybody crash, he saw nothing but green grass on towards the end zone, and Consolidated once again adding to their score tonight.
So 9:44 remaining as the kick from Colton Shimlar is up and good. It'll be 35-0 with 9:44 to remaining as the Patriots will get the ball back after the kickoff from the Tigers.
I know we mentioned it tonight, Kyle, but it just seems that Consolidated, all phases of the game, offensively, defensively, and even special teams, just clicking all cylinders. Eastview just not really getting their footing ever since that first drive. Kind of drive the ball down the field. The second drive too also had a little bit of a positive yardage, but ever since then it just seems like Consolidated has settled down, and they're pretty much forcing Eastview to play their game.
And that they have as they lead by 35 points here with 9:44 remaining in the first half. It is all Consol today as they are set to kick this one away. And this one will go through the back of the end zone for a touchback once more, and the Patriots, Ty Blair in the offense, will start first down and 10 from the 25-yard line. We'll take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. This is SHN Sports Eastview High School Football. Back at Birkelbach Field here in Georgetown, Texas, as Consolidated leads this one 35-0 with 9:44 to go. Ty Blair in the offense set to try to find their first points of the game as they'll hand this one off. No, keep it himself. Ty Blair sends it into the arms of Jordan Lynch, the big D lineman, as bring up a 2nd and 10 after the batted pass of Ty Blair. 2nd and 10, shotgun snap. You're going to pump it to the right. Pumps back to the left. This one to Luke Martin. He'll cut up field down past the 25-yard line to the 29-yard line. They'll give it to him at the 30 and pick up 5 yards on 2nd down. 3rd and 5 coming up for the Eastview Patriots. It's a clock. Third and 5, 9:10 to go here in the second quarter. .8:55 remaining as the clock ticks beneath 9 minutes to go. Ty Blair will keep it himself and pressured immediately. He's tried to get the ball away, stumbles out in the backfield, and that'll bring up a 4th and 5 from the 30-yard line. And we'll see if Michael Wall will keep the offense onto the field, and it looks like he will. And it wouldn't be the shortest field that Consol has seen all night long if they turn it over on downs here, but 4th and 5, got to try to find some sort of momentum if you're the Patriots offense. 8:46 to go in the first half, and that Ty Blair punt, as Consol was not expecting it, takes an Eastview bounce and rolls inside the 25, now past the 20 to the 19-yard line. And a good job there by Ty Blair to get a decent punt on it from the shotgun formation, about 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and rolls this one inside the 20 to 19-yard line. So the longest field besides the other punt that went to the 19-yard line for Consol, as they'll have to go 81 yards with 8.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter, as the Tiger offense comes back out onto the field. Will Hargett with the touchdown the last time up, with the 5-touchdown lead now as the Tigers have. Eastview defense with a long field for the first time in a long time. We'll see if they can do anything with it. So this one handed off to Johnson. Dakota Johnson cuts up the field for about a 9-yard gain to the 28. And that's what they'll give them. 2nd down and 1 coming up for the Tigers. 8:12 and counting here in the second quarter. Moving this one back to the line of scrimmage quickly. They're going to motion over Thomas across the field. No jet sweep this time. Hands back off to the running back Johnson. He'll cut up field, enough for a first down, picks up 12 on the play down on the 40-yard line, first down and 10 for the Tigers. And just continuing to pound the rock is the Tigers of Consolidated, and this Eastview defense has no response for it in the middle of the field. Running 5 DBs, only 6 guys up front. You can consider Isaiah Davenport-Bell to be kind of a nickel set guy. He plays linebacker-ish position, kind of a sandbacker, as he'll bounce on the outside as Hargett will keep this one himself, breaks a couple tackles, slips through, and he's inside the 30, 25, 20. He's got the speed, 4.4 speed inside the 5. Touchdown, Tigers. Is now 41-0 with 7:10 remaining in the second quarter.
Yeah, and it's just Eastview has not had no response for this Consolidated running game. I mean, all over the field, you have to worry about so many players, so many weapons that Consolidated might have, running 4.5s, 4.4s, and you just see it all over the field that as soon as they hit that gap, as soon as they find that little space, that 5-yard gain turns into a 40-yard touchdown and turns into a 60-yard touchdown. Not exactly sure exactly how long these touchdown runs have been, but as soon as they hit that space, they're off and gone to the races.
And that they have been all night long. Up 42-0 now as the PAT from Colton Shamlar goes up and in through the uprights. And Eastview will get the ball back after the kickoff with 7:10 remaining. We'll take a quick break. This is Eastview High School football on SHN Sports. Welcome back here at Birkelbach Field. 7:10 remaining in the second quarter. Shamlar will kick this one through the back of the end zone, and Eastview and the Patriots will start from their own 25-yard line. Ty Blair in the offense trying to find some points as Consolidated leads this one by 6 touchdowns, 42-0 in the second quarter. And it doesn't seem that Eastview has found much more than about 10 yards in the game, as Consolidated has ran this ball up and down the field for a touchdown 6 times in the game.
And just give credit to Consolidated, especially the defensive line tonight. They just pretty much had Eastview on their toes and confused all tonight, and Eastview has not had really much of an answer.
So 3 wide receivers at the top of your screen, a tight end as well, as they will kick this one out to Agnot at the 25, and he'll cut up field for about a 6-yard gain, and probably the best run of the night for Agnot, as he picks up 6 on first down. 2nd and 4 coming up from the 31-yard line for the Patriots. 6 minutes, 45 seconds and counting. Ty Blair steps up to let his offensive line know the change of play. They'll motion over Luke Martin from the right to the left, or the left to the right side. They'll hand this one off to Agnot once more. He'll cut up the field. He picks up a first down down to the 36-yard line. That'll be 1st and 10 for the Patriots. 6:27 as the clock stops for the time being. As the chains move, it'll be 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line for Ty Blair in this offense.
Seeing a little bit of positive yardage. Hope to see that continue, especially as this drive resumes.
Agnot, he'll get this one on the outside on the screen play. He'll cut up field for about a 3-yard run. They'll give him 2 to the 38-yard line. 2nd and 8 coming up as we are now underneath 6 minutes to go here in the second quarter. 5:45 and counting. It's Ty Blair, shotgun formation, 3 wide receivers top of the screen. Luke Martin at the bottom. Ty Blair, shotgun. He'll look right, looks back to the left, tries to get it off. He'll dump this one to Ognot. He'll cut up the field, and a flag is down, but a 1-yard gain as it stands. It may be a holding call or a legal man downfield on Eastview, but gonna have to say it is on them. I think that's what the call is gonna be, legal man downfield. So holding. And it was holding on Luke Martin as he set up the big block, and the penalty is declined on the 1-yard gain. So 3rd and 7 coming up for the Patriots from the 39-yard line. 5 minutes, 28 seconds. Clock should be running with the decline penalty. Here it goes. Continues to tick. Ty Blair checking the sidelines. And they'll have to call a timeout. We'll take one too as Eastview calls their first timeout of the half with 5:20 remaining. Consolidated leading this one 42-0. This is Eastview High School football on SHN Sports. Back here at Birkelbach Field with 5:20 to go in the second quarter. A&M Consolidated leads your Eastview Patriots 42-0 in the second quarter as Ty Blair comes out on an empty set. And Consolidated didn't like what they see, and they're going to call a timeout. That'll be their first charged of the half. So both teams down to 2 timeouts in the first half. We'll take a timeout as well. Don't go anywhere. This is Eastview High School football on SHN Sports. Back at Birkelbach Field, Ty Blair will hand this one off to Ognot. He'll bounce it out to the right side and stuffed at the original line of scrimmage. Ognot with a loss of about 4 on the play, and a flag comes out after some pushing and shoving after the play, and it's probably going to be a personal foul on one of the teams. Not sure who it'll be. It sounds like it may be Eastview. They'll have to go back 15 yards on the play as Keeby comes off the field. And it looks like it was probably a personal foul on him. Wouldn't see why Coach Michael Wall would take him out if that's not the case.
And just a little bit of frustration tonight, knowing that nothing's pretty much going your way. Everything is pointing towards Consolidated. And so just taking that little bit of frustration out after the play could cost your team 15 yards, and that's something that you don't want.
No, not the way this game's going, as Kebe gives up an unsportsmanlike conduct 15-yard penalty. And now what was a 3rd and long becomes 3rd and longer. And it looks like, I guess it's 4th down now. And Ty Blair will have to punt this one away, as Michael Wall having a conversation with the referees with 52 remaining here in the first half. So Consol with a 6-touchdown lead as we stand. The offense spread out. 2 wide receivers at the bottom of your screen. 1 wide receiver at the top, a tight end, and a backer, kind of a short punt situation as we've seen before. And Ty Blair with just a bad punt that rolls off the foot. This one goes out of bounds at the 46-yard line in Patriot territory. And another short field for the Consolidated Tigers with 4:39 remaining in the first half, as they lead it with 6 touchdowns. This is Eastview Patriots football on SHN Sports. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Back here at Birkelbach Field, 6-touchdown lead from Consolidated. Their offense back out on the field, starting from the 46-yard line, 1st down and 10. Comes a motion over by the wide receivers. This one dumped off to Thomas. Thomas picks up a 1st down inside the 30, tripped up at the 30 or the 25, and that's where they'll mark him down about there. 1st down and 10 from the 25-yard line, as Keyshawn Thomas picks up a 1st down and more. Quarterback Tyler Poling back out on the field again for Consolidated. In the backfield with him, looks like Keyshawn Thomas, and there it is. Keyshawn Thomas, he'll get the ball. No, Poling will keep it himself on the read. He'll be tackled at the line of scrimmage, but gets a gain of 1 on the play. 2nd and 9 coming up as we tick underneath 4 minutes to go here in the second quarter and the first half. So Riley Ash, number 80, has checked in the game in wide receiver. Number 20, Dakota Johnson as well at running back. And a fullback as well checks in for Colton Chambler. This one a shotgun pass over to the left side. Intended receiver is Nicholas Garcia. That one will be incomplete as the junior can't come up with it on 2nd down and 9. It'll be 3rd and 9 now from the 24-yard line. 3 minutes, 19 seconds remaining here in the second quarter in the first half.
And Consolidated looking like they're running all the way down to the end of the game clock before they get a play set up. Trying to take as much time as they can off of the clock before they go to the halftime.
So
knowing that Eastview starts off with the ball.
Caleb Cyrus checks in the game. The blocker on the left side as this one screened over to Nicholas Garcia, and he'll drop the ball once more. Back-to-back plays to Nicholas Garcia and cannot find the ball on either one of them. It'll be 4th and 9 from the 24, and Colton Shimlar will come out onto the field and attempt a 40-yard field goal. I've seen his leg on kickoffs and seen how he can kick it as well with the PAT. The official yardage will be from the 31-yard line, so a 41-yard kick for Shamlar. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick. It is up and no good. Wide left as Shamlar misses it. Had the distance, just not the angle. As the score remains 42-0. First down and 10 coming up from the 24 for the Patriots offense with 3:07 to go here in the second quarter. The Consolidated defense all ready to go on the field as the Eastview offense makes their way now. As Ty Blair and company come out with a two-bunch set top and bottom of your screen, and then up top one wide receiver or one running back as well behind him on the right side. They're going to bounce this one out to Agnat as he will pick up about 3 on the play down to the 27-yard line, maybe the 28. They see where they give it to him, but there's a player down for Consol. It'll be a officials timeout. We'll take one as well. 42-0. Eastview trails this one with 2:51 to go in the second quarter. Don't go anywhere. This is Patriots football on SHN Sports. So the player down for A&M Consolidated was Caleb Pittman. He gets up on his own and jogs off the field, and they will be back on defense as the Eastview offense has a 2nd and 7 coming up from the 28-yard line. So 2nd and 6, beg your pardon, as the original line of scrimmage was the 24. 2:51 remaining in the half as Ty Blair will hand this one off to Agnat, and he'll bounce up the field, but right at the line of scrimmage, he'll pick up 1 on the play to the 29. 3rd and 5 coming up as the clock ticks underneath 2 minutes, 40 seconds after the play. So 3rd and manageable for the Patriots here. We'll see if the offense can find a first down as we're down underneath 2.5 minutes. Ty Blair in offense, and the Eastview Patriots offense getting the play relayed in from Coach Michael Wall. He has 2 backers on his left side. He'll motion over TJ Duncan. He'll keep it himself. Ty Blair bounces out to the outside, picks up a 10-yard gain down past the 40, steps out at the 42-yard line. It'll be a first down and 10 as the clock stops at 2:05 to go in the second quarter. So a good rush there from Ty Blair, and probably the longest rush of the day of about 12 on the play. Maybe 13.
And a great job by Ty Blair, just knowing that the option for the sweep was there, but as soon as he saw everybody crash to the sweep, he kept the ball for a nice little gain for a first down.
So 1st and 10 for the Patriots and Ty Blair. 2:05 to go on the clock. Shotgun snap. He'll roll out to his left side. He's got 3 wide receivers there. Lots of pressure. Ball comes out. This one scooped by Consol. And finally another forced fumble as instead of falling on it, the Consolidated Tiger, Michael Thompson, who tried to scoop it up, ends up losing the ball to an Eastview Patriot. And a fortunate situation there not to give up a big turnover with 1.5 minutes to go here in the half. It'll be just a 2nd and very long as the line to gain is the 48-yard line on the other side of the field. It's going to be a 31-yard second down for Ty Blair in this offense. Spreads it out deep. He's empty set in the backfield, 5 wide receivers. He'll take this one himself, cuts up the field, past the 25-yard line, uses the referee as kind of a blocker, cuts up field for a couple more yards, down past the 30, but a flag comes out at the 32-yard line as he's taken down at the 33, and I want to say it's probably going to be a holding penalty, but there is a disappointed Tiger in Genesis Ratcliffe as he shakes his head. Maybe a penalty on him, illegal hands to the face or face mask penalty coming for the Patriots, which would be huge to give them a new set of downs and possibly the ball on Consolidated side of the field with 1:04 to go here in the half. The referee's still talking about it. We'll see what the call is here momentarily.
It looks like the coach for Consolidated was pointing at the side of the Eastview. He is correct.
So an illegal block in the back from the 32-yard line, a spot foul that is declined because it would just put them back at a 2nd down and long, and it's already 3rd and about 20 from where the ball was spotted at the 32, and that's what it will be with the line to gain at the 48 on the other side of the field. 1:04 to go, 3rd and 20. Timeout called. We'll take one as well as Consolidated uses their second. This is Eastview High School football on SHN Sports. Back out here at Birkelbach Field with 1:04 remaining in the first half. Your Eastview Patriots with a 3rd and 20 from the 32-yard line coming up as they trail it 42-0. Ty Blair in the offense will try to find a first down here as they need to cross midfield for the first time in the game to get this first down. Ty Blair will try to run a play, but a timeout is called by Eastview. Back-to-back timeouts. One by either team as Eastview's down to one timeout, and we'll take one as well. This is Eastview Patriots football on SHN Sports. Back out here with 1:04 to go after back-to-back timeouts. Patriots looking for a first down, have to cross midfield to do it. Ty Blair's got pressure, he's going to be sacked. So Ty Blair sacked down at the 23-yard line. It'll bring up a 4th and very long, 4th and about 23. And it looks like Consolidated is going to call a timeout. 4th and much longer than 23. It'll be 4th and 25, 26, 27, 28. 4th and 28 yards coming up, and Consolidated is going to call their 3rd timeout of the half with 41 seconds remaining. And with a 4th and 28, you wonder, you know, what Consolidated is trying to prove here, I guess, by calling all 3 of their timeouts as they lead it 42-0. So the 3rd timeout in a row. We've gotten one play in the past 10 minutes or so due to timeouts. We'll take another one real quick with 41 seconds to go here in the half. Don't go anywhere. This is Patriots football on SHN Sports.
Clock operator. Put 53 seconds on the clock.
Back here at Birkelbach as they change the clock from 41 to 53 seconds. Consolidated leads it 42-0. The referee's waiting for the clock to be changed. And we'll hold on to it until the scoreboard operators do change it from 41 to 53. And I'm not sure if they heard it.
Looks like they're waiting on just to fix the clock. The refs are, so it looks like they're gonna conversate.
So
there it
53
goes.
seconds is put back on the clock, and a full punt block coming up for Consol, as they have 8 guys down on the line. As the Patriots, Adriel Denias back deep, and Michael Wall getting an explanation from the wide receivers as to why we're adding more time to the clock. I'm sure a question most of us are asking. But Coach Michael Wall is getting the explanation he needs. It's 2 referees finally step away from the sideline, and we will resume play here with a 4th and 28. 53 seconds remaining. Eastview will punt this ball away. Asriel Denias will punt this one from about the 12-yard line once he handles it. Back deep to receive is Ellis Myers, as he'll watch this one bounce down around the inside the 35 to the 32 or 33-yard line. And the clock doesn't start on the punt play, so we'll have another time situation, and it looks like 35 seconds now on the clock. Scoreboard malfunctions a little bit here.
And if you're Eastview, you just want that clock to run out and just forget about this first half and worry about what is to come in the second half. Not everything has gone the way of Consolidated, all 3 phases of the game, as we mentioned, in this first half so far. So if you're Eastview, you just want to go into the half, regroup, and just get what you can in this second half.
So with 35 seconds left, when the snap will be given, they're going to toss this one off on a wide receiver screen. That is Colton Chamler, as he will pick up a first down and more, step out of bounds, stop the clock with 7 seconds to go. Consolidated still leading this one 42-0, and just 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. First down and 10 now for Consol. It looks like they're going to try to score the ball here. Up 6 touchdowns before the half. 27 seconds remaining, though. Won't have a lot of time to go 50 yards, but it doesn't take much. So in the backfield, shotgun snap. This one down deep and caught inside the 15, and finally falls around the 10, and with no timeouts, the clock will stop for the chains to move, but not for long. Once the ball is set, they'll have 18 seconds to try to find a play. That was Darius Roberts, as they will spike it with 16 seconds to go, and I guess I was right. They are trying to find the end zone here. Up 6 touchdowns before the half. On the 11-yard line, it'll be 2nd and 10 for Consolidated.
Consolidated trying to take every moment that they can to score, knowing that Eastview starts off with the ball here in the second half.
So quarterback Tyler Poling in shotgun formation. Behind him is Johnson, the running back, Dakota Johnson. 3 wide receivers set on the bottom of the screen. They're going to look that way as Pullen will throw it through and nail the wall behind the field goal area. And it'll be a 3rd down and 10 now with 10 seconds to go. So with 10 seconds to go, Consolidated will have a 3rd down and 10 from the 11-yard line. Shotgun formation again for Tyler Poling. 2 wide receivers bottom of the screen, 1 up top. They'll motion over a wide receiver back to the top, make it 2. So as they look that way, and that's Shimlar in the end zone, and they're going to say touchdown Consolidated with 2 seconds remaining in the half as Shimlar comes up with the touchdown in the back corner of the end zone. Just a one-on-one play in the corner of the end zone. He comes up with it. The 6'3", 180-pounder with all the strength to come down as well, and he will take the extra point, 2. And the clock says 0 seconds, so I guess after this play we will take it to halftime. The kick is up and good. Consolidated leads it 49-0, and it is halftime. Before we go into the halftime and y'all get to enjoy the halftime shows from both the Consolidated Tigers and the Eastview Patriots, I want to thank one more time in the first half our sponsors of the game, Charles Schwab, the Eric Johnson office in Georgetown, Ideal Signs, Kaya, First Choice Roofing, Trueform Metal Service, American Fence and Supply, Lone Star Paving, Hydrate, HTO in Georgetown, Golden Chicken Georgetown, Sonic, the Austin Avenue location in Georgetown, Texas Crushed Stone. And those are our sponsors for the 2023 season here tonight, as well as the Eastview Patriots trail this one 49-0 at the half. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in about 28 minutes at Birkelbach Field. This has been Eastview High School football on SHN Sports.
And tonight they're performing their fan routine to NSYNC's Bye Bye Bye. Gentlemen, the 2023-2024 Bingo Bells.
Captain Gabrielle Delaney. Sparkler's social officers Tammy DePillo, Ariana Pena, and Avery Soldan. Sparkler Week is Grace Whiting. This year, our Sparklers mark their 50th anniversary. It's time to start new time with that crystal line as they perform their prom routine. Take it away, Sparklers. Let's hear it for the Sparklers. Sophie Banksy is the director. The Sparklers managers are Kathy Lipton and Mary Stevens. The Sparklers are A&M Consolidated High School, April Bell, and their directors. Good luck this year with all the performances and competitions. Social Club with soloists Bradley Bolton, Xander Montgomery, and Parker Murray. Let's hear it for your 8th Eastview Patriot Band. And now, under the field direction of drum majors Lola Ossang and Annabelle Mulholland, we proudly present the Eastview Patriot Band and Color Guard.
Welcome back to Birkelbach Field for the kickoff here to begin the second half. The kicker for A&M Consolidated, Colton Shamlar, kicks this one. It's another pooch kick to the 10-yard line as TJ Duncan collects this one down past the 20, past the 25, and hit there at the 25-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 from that spot for your Eastview Patriots with only 9 seconds ticking off there in the third quarter, 11:51 as your Patriots and Ty Blair start the first drive of the second quarter. Third quarter.
Looks like we have a clock malfunction too as well.
So it says 25 seconds on the clock. So we know that's not right as they set the ball down, and it will be probably that 11:51. It says 12 minutes up there as of now. But Ty Blair, shotgun formation to start things off. Agnott in the backfield. They're going to hand that off to him. First play of the second half. He'll get down past the 30-yard line for about a 6-yard gain to the 31. It'll be 2nd and 4, and they give him about a half-yard there, so 2nd and 5 from the 31.5-yard line. 11:40 to go here in the third quarter. Ty Blair, shotgun formation, motioned out Agnott. He's going to get this one in the backfield, drops it. That'll be an incomplete pass as Agnott, the intended receiver, could not come up with it around the 25-yard line. 3rd and 4, 5.5, 4.5 coming up. Clock stops at 11:20 with the third down coming. Third and 4.5, 11:20 to go on the clock. Ty Blair getting the call in from Coach Michael Wall as they relay it to Adriel Denias, the kicker, and there's a flag on the play. It looks like it'll probably be a delay of game. And
sideline warning.
So sideline warning. Everybody needs to back off. So this one on Consolidated. At least it pointed that way. It'd be the second on Eastview, which would mean a loss of downs and a penalty, so must have been on Consolidated. So 4.5 to go here on third down. Agnott in it, running back. At least a blocker. Maybe they'll hand this one off to Ty Blair. No. And yes, Ty Blair will keep it himself. He cuts up the field past the 30 to the 35. He'll step out of bounds at the 36-yard line next to TJ Duncan as they pick up a first down on their first drive here in the second quarter. 11:07 and counting now that the chains have been set.
And if you're Eastview, you're pretty much, you forget the first half and whatever happened in the first half. You continue to play, continue to fight for some yards, and continue to get some positive plays here in the second half.
So first down and 10, Ty Blair and company from the 36-yard line. They're going to hand this one off to Adriel Denias, the kicker, as he picks up about a yard on the play. 2nd and 9 coming from the 32-yard line. And Denias got the strong legs, as you know, with the kicking ability, and able to use him as kind of a power back here. Interested to know where Kareem Edwards is tonight. He's usually that second back there with Isaiah Agnott, maybe even Jalen Edmondson. But empty set for Ty Blair. 3 wide receivers top of the screen, 2 on the bottom. Shotgun snap. They're going to get this one. Pressure in the backfield. Ty Blair rolls out to the right side. He's got an incomplete pass. The intended receiver, Seth Dimmel, cannot come up with the catch. About 6 yards downfield. It'll become 3rd and 9 from the 37-yard line with 10:03 remaining on the clock.
Same thing that's happening in the first half is happening to start off the second half. As soon as he drops back, he tries to look for a receiver, but in the meantime, he has no time to try to look for a receiver, knowing that defensive line for Consolidated is just pressuring him as much as they can.
Some of that big pressure, Michael Clark as well as Jordan Lynch. This one, another pressure in the backfield, tries to work a wide receiver screen or a running back screen, just can't get anything going. It brings up a 4th and 9 in the backfield this time. For the Tigers is Nazir Adams as the junior puts the pressure on Ty Blair and force him to throw this pass in the dirt. So a couple seconds tick off, 9:55 to go, and it looks like Patriot offense is going to have to punt this one away on their first drive of the second half.
And that's something that you wish wouldn't have happened. Nonetheless, though, Consolidated once again providing a lot of pressure in the face of Ty Blair, and ECU's had no answer for it once again to start this second half.
So Osriel Denias back to punt this one away. The main blocker is Luke Martin, and this one sails out of bounds around the 33-yard line. Referee steps up to the 35, and that's where the Tigers will start their first second half drive with 9:47 to go from the 35-yard line. First down and 10 for A&M Consolidated. So interested to see how they come out on offense, if Tyler Poling will come back out to start this half, and it looks like he will, as he started the game, and then Will Hargett came in and played all the middle of the first and the second quarters. And then coming back out was Tyler Poling through a touchdown pass to end the second half to go up 49-0. Poling, shotgun formation. They're going to fake hand this one off. He's got an open receiver. He'll stumble down past midfield. And that's a first down and 10 with about a 20-yard catch from Ellis Myers, the number 4 wide receiver for the Tigers. And he'll get that one down at the 45-yard line, so it was a 20-yard catch on the play. Clock at 9.5 minutes and counting as the Tigers get set for another first down and 10 play.
Yeah, going back to that first play really quick, it just had an RPO. He had a quick decision, found a wide open receiver for a nice gain.
Another one there, fakes that one, back to the same guy as Ellis Myers gets pulled down from behind, and I think they're going to call that one a horse collar as he's tackled at the 25-yard line. It would have been another 20-yard catch and run on the play by Myers, but we'll see what the added yards may be with the penalty flag. And that's what it's looking like, a horse collar.
And it's looking like Eastview right now, they're kind of trying to close in the gaps on the line and play a little bit soft coverage on the corners and the safeties. Therefore, it's pretty much a easy RPO read by the quarterback just to catch the ball and get the receiver on a nice slant route for about these past 2 plays for both 20 yards.
Yeah, and it looked like the exact same play back-to-back, and if you're Consolidated, if it's worked, don't fix it. So just got to keep on moving it down the field, and there was a horse collar play. It'll be halfway between the goal and the down distance. So from the 25, moves it up to the 14, so it'll be first and 10 from there for the Tigers. Consolidated, they're going to hand this one off to Jordan Lynch, the defensive lineman. And no, I read that wrong. The 0 missed the top and the bottom part of the 0. There's Keyshawn Thomas, the running back, on the play. He's got a lot of those jet sweeps as the clock now underneath 8.5 minutes here in the third quarter. Tyler Poling getting the play in from the sidelines as head coach Brandon Schmidt and offensive coordinator Gabriel Rodriguez signal in the play. Poling lets his offensive line know their coverage, and he'll step back up into shotgun formation. In the backfield with him is Dakota Johnson out wide, top of your screen, and that is a delay of game. So 5-yard penalty coming up on the delay of game penalty for the Consolidated Tigers. We'll repeat second down, and it was a 10-yard penalty. My apologies. Well, I guess it was 5. So 2nd and 20 coming up, 2nd and 18 from the 22-yard line. Poling, shotgun once more, same formation. 2 wide receivers, top and bottom. They're going to look to pass. Looks to the right side. Nobody there. Looks back over the middle. Intended receiver Colton Shimlar. Incomplete pass right at the 20. So 3rd down and 20 coming up. Still in field goal range for Colton Shimlar, as we know he had the distance for the 40-yard leg earlier in the game.
And it looks like a little bit of Eastview what they've changed coming out of this second half. They had a 3-man front in the first half. Now they got a little bit more heavy on the defensive line, now bringing a 4-man front.
So good to see there for the defensive line as they bring 4 down. And here comes a backer, misses the sack attempt, but a throw way over the outside the end zone intended for Keyshawn Thomas is incomplete from Tyler Poling. Felix Avila on the pressure in the backfield for the Patriots, bringing up a 4th and long situation, and it looks like Colton Schimler is gonna get to kick this one off from pretty much the same spot he missed it last time if you're mirroring the field. So the left hash on a 41-yarder, and they finally find the ball in the right spot, so they'll move this one up about 2 yards. So it'll be a 39-yarder rather than the 41, so he gets a little closer on the play, and there's another flag. I'm not sure what that's on, as the clock wasn't quite expired for the play clock.
It's looking like another sideline warning for Consolidated once again. And if you get 2 in a row, it results in, I think, in a penalty of 5 yards, therefore knocking it from a 39 to 43, 44-yard field goal attempt.
We'll see what the call is, as neither team is moved from their respective spots. Umpires discussing it. And they're going to wave the flag off, saying nothing there. So we get the repeat attempt of the 39-yarder. I guess it was never snapped, but get to reline it up. And Eastview putting all 11 down on the ground, trying to block this one from Shimlar. He's got this one up and good as it sails through the uprights. No good, they say.
Something positive that Eastview could take away once again, forcing Consolidated into a second field goal attempt, and both times coming up empty.
So Shimlar with a missed 39-yarder and a missed 41-yarder. And the defense for the Tigers will come back out on the field as Ty Blair and company make their way out on offense for the Patriots. Here with 7:26 to go, they'll have the ball 1st and 10 from the 22nd-yard line.
And once again, they had a good first drive that kind of stalled near the middle of the field, kind of wanting to see what can happen in this second drive, knowing that all of a sudden Consolidated didn't like what they had, so now forced to call a timeout.
So a timeout from Consolidated, and using them early this time rather than all 3 at the very end like they did in the first half. Clock stops at 7:26, and Consolidated has 2 timeouts with 49-0 lead. So we'll take one as well. Don't go anywhere, though. This is SHN Sports Eastview Patriots football. Back out here at Burkle Bach Field as the Patriots will start off 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line with 7:26 to go in the third quarter. Ty Blair and company looking to find their first points of the game. They'll have to go 78 yards to do that. Shotgun. This one back deep for TJ Duncan. He's got it at midfield. Takes a back cut. Steps in. Doesn't get out of bounds. He breaks a tackle. Down inside the 25-20. 15-10. Touchdown, TJ Duncan, and the Eastview Patriots are on the board.
And what a great pass by Ty Blair. Just leading his receiver, first of all, and another great catch by Duncan. And it seems like that connection all year has been there. It took a while for it to be here tonight, but knowing that all it took was one play for the Blair and Duncan connection to get 6.
So they show 2-point conversion. We'll see if they do it, and they will. This one off to Agnot as he cannot get there on the swinging gate play. And an interesting snap there by TJ Duncan, just kind of scoops it up and tosses it over. But it is accurate, so it works if you can get there, but could not get the blocks from his offensive line. And Agnot comes up short of the 2-point conversion. It is now 49-6. Eastview, though, you mentioned that connection that we saw all season long. Took a while to get there today. And it really just seemed like this time TJ Duncan didn't give up on his route, and that's the reason why he was able to get there. Got the one-on-one pass and made that back cut, almost stepped out of bounds around the 40, then cut inside, made the two defenders run into each other, and then after that, it was off to the races. He had 40 yards of green space and was able to find the end zone. And Eastview puts up 6 points in their first 6 points in the game as they trail this one 49-6 with 7 minutes and 10 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. And Consolidated will get the ball back on a kickoff for the first time since the opening kickoff. So Osriel Denias will kick this one off deep for the Patriots.
And going back really quick to the touchdown, as soon as both defenders hit each other and fell, it seemed as Duncan thought that he was going to get tackled, and it kind of took a hesitant step there. But as soon as he saw that green grass, as you mentioned, 40 yards of green grass, he was off to the races.
So back deep to receive for the A&M Consolidated Tigers is Ellis Myers on the top of your screen, and then Keyshawn Thomas on the bottom of your screen. This one over to Thomas's side. He will collect that one around the 3-yard line, take it out himself. He's down past the 20-yard line, takes a couple of guys on and will be tackled before the 25-yard line, but that's where they'll mark him down, is the 25. So 1st and 10 from there with 7 minutes to go are the Consol Tigers. So they were able to drive the field last time and got within the red zone. We're ended up stuffed on a couple penalties and some miscues of plays, and then a missed field goal from Colton Schimlar as they came up empty on their first drive of the game. No points on the missed field goal. We'll see if Eastview and the Patriot defense can hold them once more to try to give this offense a continued spark after that 78-yard touchdown catch or throw and catch from Ty Blair to TJ Duncan. So this one right off the bat, a running play or a throwing play from Tyler Poling, and they'll get this one up 5 yards down the field to the 30-yard line as the helmet of Patriot defensive lineman Marcus Honstein comes off on the play, and he's going to have to exit. He's obviously a little upset about it. It seemed like it was a forced situation where his helmet got ripped off and nothing was called there. He got upset and had to talk to the referees, but nothing was called. So 5-yard gain on the play to the 30-yard line for Consol. 2nd and 5 coming up with 6:40 and counting for the Tigers. This one, a fake handoff over to the left side. They're going to throw this one to Roberts. Roberts picks up about 8 on the play, down past the 35-yard line. Enough for the first down. He only gets 6 as he's out of bounds at the 36-yard line with 6:20 to go. They continue to run the clock, though, here early in the third quarter. About halfway done with the third quarter. Eastview with the only points in the second half.
Yeah, it looks like Consolidated is really trying to check to see if Eastview is going to respect the run. And as they're respecting the run, they're going to that RPO game where a receiver is going to be open on a slant.
It's 2 wide receivers top of the screen, 1 on the bottom. They're going to hand this one off to Dakota Johnson. He'll cut up the field for about a 4-yard gain down to the 40-yard line. They'll get him at the 41. That's a 5-yard gain. 2nd and 5 coming up for the Tigers as the clock ticks now underneath 5:40 in the third. So within 9 yards of midfield. Line to gain is the 46. 2nd and 5 from the 41-yard line. Consolidated Tigers, shotgun formation. Tyler Poling, the quarterback. He'll take the snap, motions over, hands it off to Thomas. Thomas on the outside. He'll get stuffed right before the first down marker, and he'll have a 2-yard play on third down to the 44. So 3 yards on second down brings up 3rd and 2 to the 44-yard line. Line to gain is the 46. 4 minutes, 50 seconds and counting to go in this third quarter. Poling getting the call in from head coach Brandon Smith and offensive coordinator Gabriel Rodriguez. Poling, shotgun formation. He's got a couple of blockers on the left side. They'll motion over Thomas again, but hand this one off to Dakota Johnson. Dakota Johnson cuts up the field enough for a first down, but not before he gets stopped before midfield, right about the 48-yard line. And it brings up a first down and 10 for the Tigers in their own 48. Still haven't crossed midfield yet in the drive.
Yeah, it's a real good job by the offensive line, knowing exactly where they're going to be blocking, and everybody doing their job on the offensive line, causing the running back to get an easy first down.
So Caleb Cyrus, the tight end, on the left side. On the right side, another winger as well. 2 wide receivers up top and a running back behind Poling. Poling's going to look over to the right side. He gets Roberts on the outside, and he will drop the pass, incomplete, around the 49 of the other side of the field. So clock stops at 3:52. Second down and 10 coming up from the 48.
And that's that RPO that Consolidated starting to run a lot with here in the second half, knowing that the run is also there, but also the receiver was open. Going from one hash to the other, pretty much the sideline, as that pass is going to take a while. So it was a little bit difficult for the receiver to kind of gauge where that ball was going to be.
So wide receiver out wide in Shimlar on the top of your screen. 2 wide receivers top and bottom. They're going to motion over Thomas. No, doesn't go to him. They're going to go back to Roberts. It looks like they just reversed the play from the last time, but this time they pick up 9. Not enough for the first down, though, but do cross midfield down to the 44-yard line. And actually call him out at the 44, so third down and 2 coming up on an 8-yard play on second down. As the clock now underneath 3.5 minutes to go in the third. Now in Patriot territory, inside the 45-yard line at the 44. Third and 2, Poling getting the call from his coaches. Has to discuss it, gives it back out. On the bottom is Roberts. Up top is Thomas. Swings over both the tight end and the backer. They're going to try to hand this one off, but a timeout is called by Consolidated, and they use their second in the third quarter with 3 minutes to go in that third quarter. 49-6. The Patriots trail this one. Don't go anywhere, though. We'll take a quick break with them. This is Patriots football on SHN Sports. Back here at Burkle-Bach Field with 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Third down and 2 coming up from the 44-yard line in Patriot territory. Poling, shotgun. He's going to take this one, rolls out to the right side, into the hands, and barely caught at the 40-yard line for Colton Shimlar. He's going to come up with the first down and 10 for the Tigers. As the clock now underneath 2 minutes, 45 seconds, they're going to have a first down and 10 from the 41-yard line as Shimlar barely able to come up with the ball on the throw from Poling, but just able to get it in and enough for a first down. So they get to continue their drive now underneath 2.5 minutes in the quarter. Poling, shotgun, 2 wide receivers, top or bottom of the screen, one on the top. Got a running back in Dakota Johnson. They're going to check the play. 5 seconds on the play clock. They're not going to have enough time. 3, 2, 1. Not a snap off. They're going to let him go for it. Johnson cuts up the field, gets about 5 and stuffed there after about a 6-yard gain. Continues to churn his legs, though, and will pick up 8, where they'll mark him down at the 33-yard line. 2nd and 2 coming up from there. The clock now under 2 minutes. 150 and counting as the Tigers continue to drive. Poling, you can really tell he's the backup quarterback, not getting these plays as quickly as he probably should, and when he wants to change it, it's a little too late and not enough time on the clock. 10 seconds now on the play clock. We'll see if they can get this one off. Now underneath 1.5 minutes. Poling, snap, hands it off. No, he'll keep it himself. Goes out to the right side, overthrown. The intended receiver on the play, Nicholas Garcia, just couldn't get to it at the sideline. It'll be 3rd and 2.
It looks like there's a flag on the play. Not exactly sure what happened.
So 3rd and 2 coming up with 1:18, but I do see the flag as well. We'll see what that goes to. So it looks like it's going to be on Consol as they begin to move backwards. We'll get the official call here momentarily. So Coach Wall does want to accept it. They were seeing if he wanted to accept or decline. It is a consolidated penalty that'll move him back 5 yards. As an eligible man downfield is called on Thaddeus Hennessy, as Hennessy just a little too far downfield on the passing play. You can't be you are not an eligible receiver wearing a number within 50s and 60s, so can't do that. So 1:18 when the snap is taken, and they're going to get this one off right through the middle to Thomas. Thomas breaking a couple tackles inside the 10. Touchdown Tigers, and they now lead it 56-6, taking a 50-point lead in their largest lead of the game, or 55-6. So still 49-point lead, not the largest yet. Unless the PAT goes through, then it'll be a 50-point lead for the first time in the game. But as we stand, it is 6-6 in the second half. The Patriots putting on a fight as there's 1:08 remaining in the third quarter. And Colton Shimlar will kick this one through the uprights for the PAT, and it is good. And the score is now 56-6, a 50-point lead for the Consolidated Tigers. We'll take a quick break. This is SHN Sports, Eastview Patriots football. Back out, here comes the kick from Shimlar, as this one caught by Agnat, and he stumbles down past the 25-yard line. 1st and 10 from there, as they will mark it down at the 27.
As you mentioned earlier, Kyle, yes, the score is exactly not how you would want tonight to go, but here in this third quarter, as you mentioned, it's 6-7. So there's a little bit of takeaway that you can make for Eastview, is that you are trending in the right direction to start this second half.
So 1st down and 10 from the 27. Ty Blair will roll this one left and right. And they get this one down the field, and a pass caught down past the 40-yard line. by Julian Ruiz as the senior picks up a first down, and they'll mark him down at the 39. First down and 10, though, for the Patriots. And moving back to the line quickly, a couple other wide receivers come onto the field. We've got number 34, Gustavo Cabral, as well as Julian Ruiz, and they're going to hand this one off to Agnot, and a big hit, fumbles the ball. Consolidated comes up with it. Agnot down on the ground, and man, that was a huge hit. They may call this one a targeting penalty.
Yeah, it looks like it was very close to a targeting call.
I mean, Agnot, he was stuffed on that play, but it was a very, very dangerous hit. It could have been helmet to helmet, and that's why the ball scored it out. So we'll see what they do. Consolidated celebrating on the sidelines, and the Eastview offense out on the field trying to figure out what the penalty will be.
And it's a good thing that these refs are talking about it, because not just one of them threw the flag, but another one as well decided that it possibly could be targeting. So we're hoping for a targeting call, but also we're glad that the hit wasn't as bad as we thought as it looked. Knowing that targeting calls, sometimes those hits can look very vicious.
So it is targeting on the defense. That'll be a 15-yard penalty, and it'll be before the fumble comes out. So it'll be a 15-yard penalty as Eastview will cross midfield and have the ball now from about the Tiger 37.
I think it's a little bit interesting, Kyle, though, how the ref mentioned that it's his first targeting call. Usually in a targeting, the player would have to be disqualified, correct?
So I know there's been some new rules in college football. I haven't been able to read up on the high school rules, especially since there's no replay. Targeting, there's like levels of targeting now, kind of like flagrant 1, flagrant 2 passes or fouls in basketball. So it must have been that like kind of flagrant 1 rather than the intended kind of like defenseless runner type of thing, flagrant 2-ish, that would be deemed an ejection-worthy foul. But a first down and 10 there, as we were talking about targeting penalties, as a nice pass off from Ty Blair to get the ball down now inside the 30-yard line to the 27, and the Patriots moving the ball as we head our way to the fourth quarter. Don't go anywhere, though. This is Patriots football on SHN Sports. Back out for the fourth quarter, 12 minutes on the clock, 56-6. Your Patriots driving now at the 27-yard line, first down and 10. Ty Blair, shotgun formation, hands it off to Agnot. He'll get this one up the field. He's down inside the 10, 5, touchdown, Agnot. So the Patriots find another touchdown here late against Consol. And it is now 12-56 with 11:52 remaining in the fourth quarter, and a 6-7 game in the second half. We'll take it.
Yeah, just as you mentioned earlier, it's a great play just for the lineman to open up the lane for the running back, just to pretty much go in almost untouched And now it looks like they're going for 2 Eastview to kind of cut into this lead.
Showed the swinging gate, but pass up the middle, and that a 2-point conversion is good. Gustavo Cabral is the one with the 2-point conversion, so now 14 points on the board for the Patriots, 56-14, and a 14-7 second half for the Patriots as well. Consolidated holding on to their lead, though, a 42-point lead as we stand. 6 touchdowns and only 1 quarter to go with 11:52 remaining. But just, you know, the Patriots getting 2 scores here in the second half, something they weren't able to do against Georgetown last week, and more points than they scored against Georgetown last week as well. So the offense trying to find a rhythm here late. I know that Consolidated, you know, they're probably not playing their 100% starters and all that right now. But at the end of the day, you're getting points up on the board and showing that you can finish games and continue to work as hard as you can throughout the whole 60 minutes.
And what I mentioned earlier, Kyle, is exactly right. How you get rid of the first half, it wasn't exactly how you wanted it, and so you come out here the second half, you bring in 2 touchdowns so far, and your defense has only given up 7 points. You take a 14-7 second half. That's something you can walk away with positive after this game, just to kind of take away something in this second half.
So from the 40, Azriel Denias will kick it off for the Patriots. 11:52 remaining, back deep to receive. At the top of your screen, Ellis Myers, and then at the bottom of your screen, Keyshawn Thomas for the Tigers. Pretty close bunch set there. Looks like almost 9 guys were up in between the 40 and the 50 for the Tigers. They've finally spread this one out, but kind of looking for that onside kick, and there it is, received by Trace Meadows. Trace Meadows will take this one back. The onside kick backfires for the Patriots, and he'll step out of bounds at the 17-yard line. It'll be 1st down and 10 for the Tigers, way deep in Patriot territory.
Yeah, I understand what Eastview is trying to go for. They're trying to get as many points as they can with that onside kick, but you have to be prepared just in case if they want to decide to run the ball if they get it at the right yard line. And so Consolidated ended up taking that chance, and it's paying off for them right there in that onside kick.
So 11:46. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. This one up the middle, pass complete, but stuffed as soon as he got it. The receiver for the Tigers, number 83, not listed on the roster today. So we'll just continue with that. Pass completed by the 3rd-string quarterback now, Heath Hammer, the linebacker for the Tigers. So Hammer in the backfield alongside Dakota Johnson. They're going to motion this one over. Handoff, and fumbled on the handoff on the jet sweep.
Looks like Eastview has
83, and Eastview will have the ball right at the 10-yard line. Coming up from the pile with it is Adrian Diacont, as Eastview comes up with the ball at the 10-yard line with 11:05 to go in the 4th quarter. 1st down and 10.
Yeah, exactly what you needed, especially knowing that the onside kick didn't go as planned. Eastview pretty much pinned in the back, knowing that to try to stop Consolidated as much as they can, but also knowing that as soon as they fumbled the ball, Eastview went ahead and scooped it up.
Welcome back as Eastview has the ball. 1st down and 10 from the 10-yard line. And so penalty on Eastview. Loss of 5 yards, the 5-yard line. So Ty Blair. This one up deep for TJ Duncan, another 50-50 one, but cannot come up with it. The DB on the play, Zamarian Hawkins, comes down and tries to hawk the ball out of TJ Duncan's hands and stays down on the ground for a little while. As Hawkins a little upset on the play, they're going to rotate their safety down to the cornerback position, and Hawkins falls on the field as he tries to come off, and they get him off the field, and he is obviously in some pain. On the field now for the Tigers is Berryman, and this one in the backfield, he's going to be stuffed at the 1 yard line. They're not going to call it a safety due to forward progress, but at the 1 yard line, a jet sweep play from TJ Duncan just could not find any yardage on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 19 from the 1 yard line in a dangerous situation. We saw this against College Station, a safety from Ty Blair. Hope to not see one again. 10.5 minutes remaining here in the game as the Patriots are pinned in their own end zone. Ty Blair, shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers, top of the screen, 1 on the bottom, and TJ Duncan. Handoff, Agnot. He picks up about 5 on the play, enough to get him out of, well, the 5 yard line. Inside now to the 9 yard line. It'll be 4th and 11. And the Patriots will have to punt the ball after the turnover. .937. And a fair catch by Meadows. Trace Meadows, the senior, catches the ball at the 40 yard line, and that's where the Tigers will start 1st down and 10. So from the 40 yard line, 1st and 10, 9:33 to go. As Hammer in the backfield will hand this one off. No, pull it. And this one hits the back of the helmet of an offensive lineman. And the turnover flag was thrown by the head referee. I don't think he quite saw how the play happened. He'll go to the line judge and say that is an incomplete pass. Hits the back of the helmet, and so they will move this one back to the 40 yard line for a 1st down and 10, or 2nd down and 10 from that 40 with 9:22 remaining here in the game.
Yeah, and it was too close of a call, and so it could be 50-50 either way. The quarterback was putting his arm forward, and the ball kind of came out, so it could have been an incomplete pass or a fumble.
So 9:22, and another flag thrown. It was before the play, so it'll look like probably a false start penalty on Consol as about 3 seconds tick off to 9:19. And move the ball back 5 yards, 2nd and 15 from the 40. So 9:19. The clock stopped until the snap is called, and here it goes. Up the middle is Dakota Johnson. He'll pick up about 3 on 2nd down, maybe 4 to the 41 yard line. They'll give it to him at the 41.5. So 3rd and 12 coming up for Consolidated with 8:50 and counting remaining in the game. Play clock down now to about 15 seconds, and Heath Hammer, the quarterback now, the 3rd quarterback of the game for the Tigers. Take it from the shotgun position. He'll hand it off to Dakota Johnson. Dakota Johnson rolls forward for about a 2 yard gain, but 4th down and 10 coming up.
Hammer hands off to Johnson. Short gain on the play. We're going to bring up fourth down.
Looks as though if Consolidated is going to try to kick a field goal again, knowing that the kicker's been 0 of 2 on field goal tries tonight, or looks like they're going to punt the ball, excuse me.
So they will they will punt the ball. That kicker slash punter slash wide receiver Colton Shimlar will punt this one deep with TJ Duncan standing around the 10-yard line waiting for it. Shimlar, his heels at his own 45. He'll get it off around the 50. This one deep and a fair catch called from the 11-yard line, but they'll give it to him at the 12. It'll be first down and 10 for the Patriots at their own 12-yard line. So first down and 10 coming up with 7:40 to go for the Patriots here in the game from their own 12-yard line. Ty Blair and company come back out onto the field for the remainder of the fourth. Two wide receivers, top and bottom of the screen. One running back in the backfield with Blair. Blair, shotgun snap. It's off, 7:40 and counting. Ty Blair with some pressure, and he's sacked in the backfield by Genesis Ratcliffe as Ty Blair sacked now inside the 5 to the 4-yard line. And it's going to be a second and long coming up for the Patriots on the drop. So from the 5-yard line now, so second and 17 it is coming up for the Patriots. .7:03 on the clock. This one off and fumbled around by Ognot, but he gets this one past the line to gain through the 20-yard line. And that's a first down and 10 for the Patriots as he steps out of bounds with 6:50 to go. The clock continues to run, and they say he did not get the first down. They gave it to him with 2 yards to go at the 21. So 3rd and 2 now after the 15-yard play from Agnot on second down. Here we go. Ty Blair, boots legs out to the left side. This one looks like a miscommunication from Ty Blair as he looks at the route and says, I guess we missed this one up. And incomplete pass is nobody was there at the 30-yard line to come up with the ball. So 4th down and 2 now coming up for the Eastview Patriots. So 6:21 as the clock stops after the incomplete pass. Ty Blair and company going for it on 4th down. They're going to run this one with Agnot, and he's going to get stuffed at the line of scrimmage. That'll be a turnover on downs. First down and 10 coming up for the Consolidated Tigers at the 21-yard line, and a real short field for the Tigers with 6:15 remaining here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, going back to that last possession, Kyle, I don't know on that 3rd down and 2 they were expecting to get an out route, but I would have much rather have seen them try to get more yards as a run play on a 3rd down and 2 rather than a 4th down and 2. Nonetheless, Eastview turns the ball over, and once again, Consolidated has great field position to start.
So 6:15 and counting. They'll start at the top hash. Consolidated. Hammer hands it off to Dakota Johnson. He'll pick up about a yard on the play to the 20-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 9 as the clock ticks underneath 6 minutes to go here in the ballgame. .555 and counting now with the play clock at 25 seconds. Consolidated taking their time, getting the play on 2nd and 9 from the 20. Hammer in the backfield, 2 wide receivers at the bottom of your screen, 1 up top as well. Hammer Shotgun formation, gets the snap. He'll look over to the left side. He's got a receiver downfield, but nobody there. And nothing called on the pass or the pass breakup as Jordan Henderson, senior defensive back, is able to come up with an incomplete pass on the play. So 3rd down and 20 coming up for A&M Consolidated with 5:24 remaining in the game after the incomplete.
Yeah, going back to that pass play, it looked like he was trying to hit him on a fade route or a behind the shoulder pass, and knowing that the defender had a good spot of where he needed to be.
This one, handoff from Hammer, and it'll be stuffed at the line of scrimmage, behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 1 or 2. They will bring him back to the original line of scrimmage. So 4th down and 10 coming up, and we'll see if they get Shemlar out there to kick this one, and maybe his first made field goal of the game. He's made all his extra points, but field goals, he is 0 for 2 on the night. He has 1 from 39 and 1 from 44. This one would be from 38 yard line, or yards away. We'll see if Consolidated can add on to their points here in the 4th. This kick is up, and that is good. So 3 more points for Consolidated, 59-14 now, as Eastview will get the ball on the kickoff.
Well, sometimes how they say it, Kyle, is 3rd time's a charm. Couldn't get it the first 2 times, got it the 3rd time.
So he does get it. His shortest field goal of the game, 37 yards. Still nothing to scoff about, as he was able to have the leg for the 41-yarder and the 39-yarder. Just could not find the middle of the uprights. And now, with a 35-point lead or 45-point lead, are the Tigers of Consolidated. And we'll have a new place kicker for the first time in the game, as Shemlar will not kick this one off to the Patriots. Looks like Michael Coyne, he's senior, will get his first kick of the day from the 40. Here it is. This one, not a bad kick, down at the 10-yard line. Underneath it is Agnot. He'll get this one past the 20. He ducks his head and gets to the 23-yard line, but nothing more. That's where the Patriots will start their drive with 4 minutes and 37 seconds to go in the game. So 4:28 to go here in the ball game, as the Patriots start off 1st down and 10 from the 23-yard line. Ty Blair.
Looks like there's a quarterback change, Kyle.
So Pullen would be the backup quarterback if Ty Blair isn't out there. And Pullen will fake pull this one and give it to the running back there. It looked like it'll be Gustavo Cabral. And it was on the run. So pull into Cabral on the play. He'll get up about a 4-yard gain to the 27. 2nd down and 6 coming up for the Patriots. Oh, this one, Cabral, he'll run it up down to about the 30-yard line, lean forward, and they'll give him the extra half yard he stretched out for on the spot. 3rd down and about 2.5 coming up. We'll give him 3.
Looks like we might have a clock issue again.
So the clock currently says 3 minutes and 34 seconds. And here goes, it begins to run. So not as long as a malfunction as last time, as Ryan Pullen in the backfield for the Patriots on his first drive of the game. Shotgun. With them is Cabral. He'll hand it off. Cabral, he'll shove his way up the middle. He picks up at least 1, falls forward, and that's a 1st down for the Patriots to the 34-yard line. So first down and 10 coming up for your Eastview Patriots. They try to add a little bit more points here late in the game with 3:11 to go. Consolidated, remember, only has one timeout. Clock continuing to run. It'll be about 3 minutes once it's snapped. Pullen, he'll roll this one out to the left side. He's got a receiver in Duncan. Duncan up the field to the 40-yard line, just passed. They'll say he stepped out at the 40, and they'll give him a 6-yard gain. Second down and 4 coming up for the Patriots. Pullen and the offense moving the ball decently here late in the game. Clock stopped at 3:03. I think it's just a freeze of the scoreboard, and a timeout is called on Consolidated. That'll be their final timeout of the night. We'll take a timeout with them. Don't go anywhere, though. This is Eastview Patriots football on SHN Sports. So we're back out here at Birkelbach Field. Just wanted to give a shout out to our sponsors one last time before we continue the game. Charles Schwab, the Eric Johnson office in Georgetown, Ideal Signs, Kaya, First Choice Roofing, Trueform Metal Service, American Fence and Supply, Lone Star Paving, Sonic, the Office and Avenue location in Georgetown. Here comes the snap from Pullen. This one handed off to Adriel Denias, and he's going to be stuffed at the line. Loses about 3 on the play down to the 37-yard line. It'll bring up a 3rd and 7 now. As we continue, our sponsors: Hydrate, HTO in Georgetown, Golden Chick in Georgetown, and Texas Crushed Stone. So thank you for all the sponsors of this 2023 Eastview Patriot season. We wouldn't be able to be here today without y'all. Ryan Pullen, shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers, top and bottom of the screen. He's going to look over to the left side. He's got a wide receiver open, and Julian Ruiz. And Consolidated say they have the ball, but they're going to say this one was down well before the ball came out, but it will be a 4th down and 3 coming up for the Patriots. They just get the yards back that they lost on the last play from the 41-yard line with, well, it says 3 minutes on the scoreboard. That hasn't changed in a few plays, so I'm not sure what the actual time looks like. With Eastview having a late 4th down. This one, Pullen overthrows TJ Duncan, and that'll be a turnover on downs from the 41-yard line. And the Tigers take over 1st and 10 from that spot. So College Station beating up on the Georgetown Eagles right now, 63-21, as they will take the lead spot in the district after that win. A couple other games from around the area. Leander beating Hendrickson 41-40. And continuing, Cedar Park and Glenn. Cedar Park won that one 17-13. Cedar Ridge, Round Rock Cedar Ridge, losing the Vipers of Vandergrift 58-0. And the Tigers will take a knee. We don't know what's on the clock, but it must be not enough time to do anything more but take knees. So this should be the end of the game as we continue down our scoreboard from around the area. Cedar Park Vista Ridge beating the Manor Mustangs 36-16. Westwood, Round Rock Westwood, the Warriors put it on Stony Point 49-20. The Round Rock Dragons and McNeil Mavericks. The Mavericks shut out the Dragons 17-0. And something that McNeil's defense has been absolutely stellar this year and have done a really good job of solidifying themselves as a playoff team in their district, and hopefully will get their first playoff appearance since 2010 as the Patriots game here comes to an end. The clock is still frozen at 3:03, but the referees say the game is over, so we will call this one over as well as the two teams shake hands. A&M Consolidated comes to Georgetown and takes a 59-14 victory. They get the win on the night. So as the game comes to an end, we will go ahead and end it here as well. Thank you for tuning in tonight. For everybody who was able to tune in, we'll be back next week at the Field against Hendrickson High School. That'll be same time, just different place. Not if you're on YouTube. It'll be same place on YouTube, but same time, 7 o'clock broadcast from the Field against Hendrickson for the second to last game of the season. So be sure to tune into that one if you can't make it out to the Pflugerville High School Field next weekend. So once again, for Roger Castillo, thank you for joining us tonight on this beautiful evening of high school football. A&M Consolidated wins this one 59-14 over Eastview Patriots. Thank you and good night.